Okay, let me be honest with you. Chasing trends is probably the reason why you feel like you never have anything to wear, and your bank account is probably crying too. I say this as someone that's worked on the inside. I've been a fashion buyer for over 10 years, and it was my job to decide what trends make it to the high street. And I've seen firsthand how the industry makes us feel like we need more, 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 and still never feel stylish. Here's the truth: trends are designed to actually expire. If you're constantly buying what's in, what's the hottest trend this week, month, or year, your wardrobe is only chasing relevance. And guess what? That creates a loop of spending, comparing, doubting, and repeating. Fashion marketing thrives on this. It's about the next click, the next purchase, the next drop, the next viral piece. It's never about creating your own personal style. But what happens when the trend passes? You're left with pieces that don't really work well together. They're highly seasonal and they still don't feel like you. And the worst part is, they didn't even make you feel good and they didn't help your confidence. I used to spend hundreds of pounds, dollars, euros a month just trying to feel like I fit in. And with even more pressure from working inside the industry, this is really, really rife. Buying the boots, buying the coats, buying the pieces that just helped me fit in. But I never felt like me. I'd see people around the office or online in really cute outfits, and I would be like, oh my word, I'm going to have to buy that. I'm going to go to Zara or H&M or wherever that sells it and buy it. Then I'd get home, try it on or try it on in store and just not feel like myself whatsoever. And if anything, I felt worse than I did before because everyone else looks cute in this, but it doesn't suit me. It wasn't until I stopped following trends religiously and started dressing for my own body and my own energy that I really felt confident, truly confident. Now, this isn't me saying don't buy any trends. I am a fashion buyer after all. I love trends and I love fashion, from clothing to accessories to footwear to beauty. I love it all. I'm not here to con anybody, but I am here to help you decipher between a trend piece and a staple. Now, we can't have a wardrobe full of staples, but we also can't have a wardrobe full of trend led pieces. It's about balance. And that's where I bring in my 80-20 rule. I use the 80-20 rule outside of my fashion choices as well. I use it when it comes to finances. I use it when it comes to decision making. And I also use it when it comes to making general decisions. What I mean by the 80-20 rule specific to fashion is if you're going to wear it 80% of the time throughout the next 5 years, then it's a staple. And good quality staples are priceless because you will wear these day in, day out, season over season, whether it's a linen trouser or whether it's a great pair of boots. These are staples in your wardrobe. The 20 rule is 20% of the time is for fashion and trend. This isn't me saying that your staples can't be trendy, because they absolutely can be, but staples can be worn in multiple different ways, whereas typically trend led items can't be. And that's why 80-20 works brilliantly for me. For example, this denim jacket I have on right now is an 80. I would say this is a staple jacket. Now, it's actually long enough to wear with boots in winter and a nice skirt. It's actually cinching at the waist, so it gives me some dimension if I want to wear it in a different way in summer. I can wear it open as a jacket, I can wear it as a top like I am today, and this is a really good example of a staple that I wear really often. I've had it for maybe 4 years, but it still somehow still looks relatively new and fresh. An example of the 20% rule could be the headband I'm wearing in this video. For example, these headbands have been around for many, many years. You remember them from the 80s. I know they were a big trend also in the late 90s if you were born around that time. So now they've come back as a big hit. Do I think these headbands will be in fashion for another 15 years? Not necessarily, but right now they're quite in. Part of this whole clean girl look, they're really, really trendy. This is a really small example of quite a light purchase. These headbands don't cost so much money. So for me, these are a really cute and easy way to kind of bring a trend into an outfit without breaking the bank. Will I also wear this headband when I'm maybe a little bit older, maybe a mom? I'm not sure. But right now, I kind of like it. And I think it suits my style as it stands today. And that's what trend items do. They suit your style today, and staples suit your style for longer than today. Here's what I want you to know: you do not need more, you just need to define your own style. When you build a wardrobe that reflects you, you'll shape your lifestyle and your story. You stop overspending and you show up with real confidence. There is nothing worse than looking at your bank balance after a vacation or after a special occasion and you've bought something that you will probably have worn for a few hours, maybe a little night out on a holiday or a vacation with your girls, or even to a wedding. And you look at your bank balance and you say to yourself, why on earth did I spend this much money on a dress I'm literally going to wear once? And even if you resell it, it doesn't really fill the void of losing that money that you could have saved, invested, or spent elsewhere. And that's really why I'm here. I'd like to think I'm relatively savvy when it comes to what is actually worth the investment versus what isn't. And I'm really, really happy in these next few videos to go through this in much more detail. And if you're new here or you're not sure where to start, I do have a free PDF that I created in my first video when I started the channel. And it's basically a starter kit. It's completely free and it's linked in my description below. And it's a guide that's going to help you figure out exactly what your style truly is. Because that's really the start of this. We need to figure out what works for us individually and why it works for us. It's so much deeper than just some clothing. As I mentioned, it's linked in the video and it's also linked on my bio page. I'm super excited to see what you think and hear any feedback that you guys have. And I'd like to create a few more of these PDFs as time goes on, but this one is really just an introduction. So we can really dig deep of what is your style. If this has helped shift your mindset whatsoever, please hit subscribe and follow me along for the journey. As you know, I'm quite new here and I'm super excited that I started this. As I mentioned in a few other videos, I'm still a full-time senior buyer for a big fashion company in Germany, so time is super tight. But having said that, I found this so therapeutic to actually talk about these things, and I really, really hope you find them useful because I feel like this wasn't really around when I was also searching for my own style. I'm here to show you how to build a wardrobe that suits you, your confidence, and not only trends. See you in the next one.